Hey everybody, Pastor Sam here with your verse of the day for Gospel Gunslingers. Of course, we're coming into Shabbat. I'm going to start really setting the tone for Shabbat with a little bit of a more serious word. Today, the Lord took me straight to Zechariah, and our main verse is going to be in Luke today, but the Lord took me to Zechariah. Ask ye the Lord rain. Ask ye of the Lord rain in the time of the latter rain. So the Lord shall make bright clouds and give them showers of rain to every one grass in the field. For the idols have spoken vanity. It goes on. We did get our rain last night. Came in with pitter pats, and I made a point to really press in prayer because it was trying to break up. And within an hour, it was thunderbolts, and I mean, it was a serious rain. Probably only an inch and a half, but and then it went on a little bit into the night, it didn't go all night. But it was nice, and it was a refreshment, and it was the beginning of some other things. Somebody said the other day that things happen in the spirit first. Well, if you look at 1 Corinthians 15, it said, howbeit that came not first which was spiritual, but that which was natural, and afterward the spiritual. It's talking about the first Adam and the last Adam, and this was one of Brother Clayt's favorite verses. He really hit this hard. And so, even though the Lord tells his prophets what he's going to do, there's always a natural fulfillment before there's a spiritual fulfillment. And this is what we're believing God for, is the early and the latter rain together. In Luke today, this 16th chapter is just a tremendous chapter. It's really worth studying 15, 16, 17, but chapter 16 is really amazing. And you can open the Bible and put your stuff away, and then you just return to it again and again. I'm not saying that you just stare at it like a zombie and slobber, but the longer that you put your attention on it, the Lord will begin to reveal things to you. And then when he does reveal something, just box that in, okay, here's something that the Lord spoke to me about, or put a little mark by it. A famous preacher said, if you don't have a Bible you can write in, throw it away and get one you can write in. Of course, a lot of you are dealing with watered down Bibles that need to be thrown away anyhow. In the beginning, students of the martial arts, they come in, and you got to let them think that they got their workout, let them breathe hard and sweat and all of that. But the fact is, you can't throw them hard. They don't know how to fall. They're fragile. They're not toughened up, They don't have any core strength. They don't have any ab strength. They bruise easily. You just gotta, it's all kid gloves. A lot of the people that come around and want lessons from me, I want them to get to the place where I can practice with them, which by that time they've already achieved all their life goals. They can get out of all the trouble that they imagine themselves getting into for the course of their whole life. And so they're gone. They go on with their life. This is what they wanted, was a boost to help them with their objectives. And so if I don't expand their hopes or their goals or what they believe is possible or what they imagine to achieve, then they won't go very far, because they'll accomplish them all in a month. And then they'll just go on, hey, thanks, man. Now, no bully's ever going to be a problem. Street crime's not a problem. Situational awareness, I can be the pillar. I can attract chicks, protect them all. But they don't want to go on to the higher places. So I hope that my listeners, I hope you want to go to higher places in the Lord and in the Word. Let's go ahead and read this. I'm going to go a minute over anyhow. Verse 10. Verse 9. Verse 9 is in the parable of the unjust steward, which is really an amazing thing in the Bible, because the Lord just talks about everything that's in the devil's kingdom and things that are highly esteemed among men, how it's all trash. Verse 10. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much, and he that is unjust in the least is unjust also in much. If therefore you have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to your trust the true riches? And if you have not been faithful in that which is another man's, who shall give you that which is your own? Amazing. Verse 11 talks about true riches, and this is authority in the kingdom. This is power in the kingdom and power in the heavenlies, power to decree things, to bless cities and to punish cities and to smash nations as pots with a rod of iron. So I hope that that's the beginning of the expansion of hope, because the Lord is looking for some people to entrust with true riches, and few qualify. And what does this say that the number one qualification is? Faithfulness with mammon, with the things of this world, and with money. Thank God that He's begun to send rain on the earth. You know, as a listener, as someone who's climbing, as someone who's trying to get around the concept of the word and to arm themselves for what's clearly coming on our nation and world, which is warfare and battle, as someone who's going up, you have to find someone to do like young Elisha did and pour water on the hands of Elijah. You have to find somebody that you're going to, that you think is worthy to lay finances at their feet. You have to find someone that you think is worthy to pour water on their hands. This is a very intimate thing, that when people walk together, okay, they help one another. Let's clean up. It's a very intimate thing, but that's one of the things that was said of Elisha, and this is the beginning of the schools of the prophets and the passing on of the spirit of Elijah, which is what we're looking for in the early and the latter rain. So let's have some fun. Let's move onward and upward. As we get into the Shabbat, please take a very close look at Luke, the 16th chapter. It's a tremendous, tremendous chapter. It talks about a lot of things. I'm just not even going to touch it, but you have fun in there. I'm Pastor Sam. That's your verse of the day for Gospel Gunslingers. God bless every one of you.